JB Moro, go and get your bag.
Hey guys, Millie Bondi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a book. I guess like a glance through my own book collection. I'm just gonna go in order of of whatever order I feel like. Okay, I have all my books here laid out, and I have 14 books. A little more than that, but 14 books. And not my counted collection, more like 13. But anyways, let's just get started. We start with The Love Hypothesis. I think this was a part of my first books that I received, and I did not pay for this. I didn't pay for most of these actually, and most of these. The Love Hypothesis, I thought it was like a good book. I was really into, I don't know, just like Ali Hazelwood in general, with I think it was a book talk book maybe that made me want to get this, but it was on my Christmas list, and so either my brother or my dad got me this and another book. The other book will not be named because I do not associate with that other book anymore, but this one stuck around because it was appropriate to the most, and it was a decent read, and now I have the whole collection. But yeah, I give this like a 4 stars in my book. I bet you it could have gotten 3 stars, but it had fake dating, so I know I enjoyed that. But yeah, and then a bit later on, not that later on, just a little bit, I went and I got Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain, delicious. Okay, delicious. If I honestly had to rate them, this might be second in the competition. Maybe, just maybe. These two, I honestly, when I read the 3rd book, which I got it at the library and I read it, I was like, it's definitely better than these two. It's definitely better. Who's to argue? But I don't know. I would have to read them all again in like the same time period, which maybe I'll do for like a video or something, and then rate them again, because like the men in these books are chef's kiss. One, I love Levi. I love freaking Levi. It's not just this Levi. I read this other book called The Last Boy and Girl in the World, or on Earth. That book shook me because it wasn't just romance, and I'm a romance girly. I'm gonna eat romance up any day of the time, any time in the day. But yeah, it was, I just really enjoyed that book, and so I think I went from that book to read this book, or something like this to that book, whatever it was. I was finishing this book and remembering that book, okay? And it was just a good time. I mean, he's a decent looking fellow. They all look like nerds, you could say. Ali has a type. Whatever, she did. I don't know, it was cute. And I didn't really get the scientific stuff about it because that's just not my track of mind, okay? But yeah, it was a good book. I rated this book a 7 out of 10. I like to rate my books out of 10 because that gives a writer like statistic. You see, I did that. Not even in school, and y'all know how to use the word. Stop playing with me. And then recently, I got the 3rd book. Oh, where I got Love on the Brain, I got it at Barnes & Noble when I went shopping with a friend. It was like a little outing day, and I bought it off a hook. My parents gave me money. I bought the book. 3rd book, I got this recently from Thrift Books online. It's like a thrifting. It's like thrifting books online. This is in decent condition, thankfully, because I'm gonna keep this one. I don't know if I'll keep the other ones that I got, but this one's in decent condition like the other ones. They're the same paperback material, so it wasn't like too surprising, and it obviously wasn't the same price, so that was good too, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, what I remember, this was my favorite. And I rated this, what did I rate it? I rated it 4 stars is what I found out on my Goodreads. It was probably better than that. I think I wasn't doing like little book talks about it to myself, because in Snapchat that's what I do. But it was a good book. The reason why I remembered something, sorry. I remember why I left these two to be in the bottom, because B got on my nerve. You know, no, B is the FMC, female main character. Sorry, she got on my nerves so bad in that book, and I did make like little book talks with this book, so that's why I remember that. But this book, I don't remember much about it. I can't lie. I just remember I liked it, and then I got the entire Hunger Games collection for free. Yeah, it was the end. I'll give you a story time. I will. That's what you really want. It was the end of the school semester. What was it, like junior year? Yeah, because I think junior year was my last year there. I was living in South Carolina, Columbia, Maine Central, of course. The school I went to, they had this whole collection. Every single classroom, I bet you, they all had their own little bookshelf of books. Besides, even though that they already had a library, and I ate their library up. That's where I found that's why I found one of my favorite books, One of Us is Lying, because I took a trip off of romance, and I saw this book, and my friend was like, read it. I loved it. Favorite book, love it. But I don't know if it's my favorite book to date, but it was a good book. Good twist, good everything. And then, so I wasn't coming back, and so I was there in like the last few days of school, and like I guess I was like looking on the shelf to like see if I wanted to read anything. I don't know if I asked or he was like, take a book, but I took one, and I guess I took the first one, and I was just like, oh, what am I gonna do with just one instead of the whole series? He was like, the whole series? And I was like, yeah, maybe that's too much. He was like, no, I mean, take the whole series. I mean, we want y'all to be reading and da-da-da-da-da. Reluctantly, I went home with the whole entire Hunger Games series in my backpack. Next would follow to Christmas, I believe, because I got this amazing, wonderful, gorgeous book right here. I think I've been lucky in love with this book from afar for a good hot minute before I got it during Christmas, and it was this past Christmas too. It wasn't too long ago. So yeah, better than the movies. Lynn Painter, I love Lynn Painter because she keeps that heat, but it's like teenage focus. So I'm about to be an adult now, but for when I was reading this and during the times I was into it, it's a nice read because it's like I'm a hopeless romantic, as I've said before, and to have all these rom-coms in here that I have watched be put into a movie, and put into a book, and I'm trying to get into my books for real. Okay, I've been gotten into them. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the flow up. But yeah, it was a really good book. I enjoyed it. The bitterness, friends to lovers in a sense, the movies that were referenced in the chapters, I loved it, and I'm so happy I have it. And book. But even though I was lucky discouraged because my dad, I didn't know if they were gonna get it for me, and my Christmas stuff were kind of on the low side, in my personal opinion, because it's my gifts. But I got this later, and I already started reading it on my phone, so to switch to the book, it was kind of wonky. So there's not that much like anything written in here, or any memento, I would believe. Unless I were to reread it, but it's a great book. And then my gracious, lovely brother got me the entire Darkest Minds series. It's not the entire series. This is I guess you would call it the Amazon series with Through the Dark. This is not the fourth book. This is the book that has the 0.5s in it. And when I found that out, I was really surprised because I was like, I didn't know that. But I read The Darkest Minds, of course. And then I just finished Never Fade. You get your claps, girl. Alexandra Bracken. Yeah, homegirl, she did her thing. I don't even know how I got into the books. Well, obviously I got into it because I love The Darkest Minds. However, I found that's actually a favorite movie. And then one of my favorite movies. And then I was like, there's no way there's not a second movie to this. What the freak? Like, this is top tier. This is amazing. Like, black woman lead, like, powers. Like, what the flip is going on? Like, this is giving tea. Like, this is nice. Found out they have books. I was really rocky because I was not into the books as I am now to read. And so, to follow that, I watched the 100 series. I know, what a pain. Found out they have books, better endings. Immediately read them. Read all 4 books. Like, girl, hello? But I don't think it was like the exact same time as when I got these. Maybe a little bit before. I don't know, because I was getting, it was last year. Yeah, it wasn't during these, because it was last year. But I did have them downloaded. I could have read them. But yeah, I loved Never Fade. I didn't even give you my ratings for these, but it's okay. But like, Darkest Mind, obviously good. Never Fade, decent. I would in my mind, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. I only really read these because I want more Ruby and Liam. But for the plot, for the foremost, it's decent. It's nice. But yeah, I'm trying to read these 0.5s. They're not giving. Well, I can't get into it, so I might read Into the Afterlife like anytime today. And then the last book I have to show you, well, really show you, is I Hope This Doesn't Find You. This was with the thrift books that I got. The books that I bought from thrift books. I got 3. I got this, Love Theoretically, and a Christian devotional. I just finished this yesterday, all of Sunday, I think. Like, came back from church, read my Bible, and then I was like, I want to read some more. Saturday I finished Never Fade. Sunday I was like, what's next? I still have that hype to read, so I was like, thank you, let's keep this momentum pushing. And so I read this, and by the time it was like around nighttime, I was like, I'm about to finish this. There's no way I'm about to go to bed and this book is not finished. So I finished it around 11. I got to like the last chapter, went to bed around 12. It was like a good high streak, and then it went low. Like, good high streak, and then it went low. But yeah, I give the book an 8.2 out of 10. It would have been an 8, but the ending was not cute. It was not what I wanted, but it's not my book, so it's just my opinion. But the book was good. I really enjoyed the fight. Like, the fighting was amazing. If you don't know this book, let me advertise it to you. Very smart, very much giving academic rivals. Okay, somebody said dual pov. I was looking on Pinterest for like fan art to like see the book in my mind, see the characters in my mind. Somebody said dual pov. There's no freaking dual pov in this. What the fuck y'all talking about? Yeah, academic rivals, enemies to lovers. Obsessed. Hate emails. To all the boys I've loved before? My immediate thoughts when I saw the hate emails. But yeah. Chef's Kiss, I enjoyed it. I mean, a little bit more than, obviously it has a story, but they're just at each other, so it's like, period. And then when they finally got together, in a sense, it was really cute. Like, the kissing was cute, the talking was cute, the yada 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 was cute. And then after it was like the last bit of the last chapter, and she's. Oh, is that a spoiler? Maybe I'll cut that out. Something. If you want to know, you can read it. But the ending was not what I wanted. Well, it was not like what I was expecting. Like, that's it. They kiss, they get together, no more interaction. Yes, the family's happy again. Yes, brother's doing good, mom's doing good, this is doing good. Like, da 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 da. That's it. Okay. Thanks. And then the other book I got what's it called? The Series of Unfortunate Events. I'm assuming this is the first book, but I got the book of it. I went to a campus event in not my campus yet, and they were giving out books, so I got that, and I was like, oh, hey, I've watched that show. But that's all my books. That's all the time I have to spare. See you on the lickety split side. I'm just kidding. But yeah, thanks for listening to me yap. This is kind of awkward. Never done this before. But I definitely, for my collection, I can definitely recommend you The Darkest Minds. Well, for the most part, I recommend you The Darkest Minds. I recommend you Better Than the Movies, of course. I mean, if you're really into romance, I say take your time and get into The Love Hypothesis, okay? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay? This is your go. But it's the fact that I have series on series on series in the in the area. Like, that's fantastic, Sean. At least you're consistent. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a great day. What is it? Like bon nuit? No, girl. Bon déjeuner. Isn't that lunch? Au revoir. Anyways, whatever. I look good, right? You look good, babe. You look good. Yeah, I know. Anyways, this is so odd looking at the end of the camera. Anyways,